Good evening. My name is Brandy Hollander, and I want to talk to you about why authoritative parenting style is considered the most beneficial for children. According to our learning materials, it promotes several key benefits. It helps children develop greater self-confidence and independence. It encourages emotional regulation and social skills. It supports academic achievement by fostering motivation and responsibility. And finally, it builds a strong, trusting relationship between the parent and the child through warmth, open communication, and clear expectations. Tonight, I have decided the scenario of my 15-year-old who has not been completing their work for the past 2 weeks. The school has notified me that the assignments haven't been turned in, but when I asked my child about it, they reassured me that everything was fine. During this time, I also granted them permission to hang out with their friends, trusting that they were managing their responsibilities. So, imagine that I am speaking to you, the child. Hey, I know you enjoy hanging out with your friends, and I want you to have that time. I also care about your schoolwork, buddy, and I want to make sure that you're doing it well. I was told that you haven't been turning in your work this week, and I just want to check in with you about that. This part shows warmth and understanding and making my child feel heard and supported. It really is important that you complete your work, not just to avoid getting in trouble, but it will help you succeed and make you feel confident, bud. I trust that you can manage your time well. I really do trust that. But if you are finding it hard, let's talk about it now and how I can support you, and maybe we can come up with something together to help better organize you. Here I communicate clear expectations while showing trust and openness. Can you tell me what's been going on? Are you feeling overwhelmed or confused about your assignments? Sometimes talking through it can help us find solutions together. This invites my child to share their feelings with me, and it fosters a collaborative problem-solving approach. If you forget your assignment again, that's a chance to learn. Instead of punishing you, we'll sit down and discuss what happened and how to avoid it in the future. Making mistakes is part of growing up, and I want you to learn from them. There are natural consequences to your mistakes, though. Your grades are going to drop and could end up in you failing the class and having to repeat it again. So let's work together and figure this out. This reinforces that mistakes are okay and encourages responsibility and learning. In conclusion, by using warmth, setting reasonable expectations, communicating openly, and supporting learning from mistakes, I believe this authoritative style helps my child become more responsible, confident, and trusting. It balances guidance with independence, which is essential during adolescence. Thanks for listening. So I just want to tell you something on a personal level. These are my children. This fella, this one in the orange, had this exact scenario when he was in the 8th grade, and I lived through it. Unfortunately, I did not do it like this. Instead, I spoke to him and said, Kyle, if you are not able to complete your work, then I will go to school with you and we will find where the communication breakdown is between you and your teachers. And he said, no, I don't want that, Mom. And I knew that he didn't want that. So I gave it another week and I got another email, and he had not turned in more homework. So The next morning, I went back to 8th grade, and I went to every class with him. And really, we did find a communication breakdown through one of his teachers and him. And we were able to work that out with communicating between the two of them. Kyle did not like me going to school with him at all. It embarrassed him. And I sort of really wanted that. So it wasn't the best way to handle it, but that's what I knew. That's all I knew at the time. Anyways, Gunter, Charlie in the Black, and, well, Bailey's special needs. But none of them ever had any problems with homework ever again. I would really classify that as, I forgot it now. The authoritarian, just kind of parenting. And I guess, I don't know, it just wasn't the right way to do things back then. But that was 10 years ago, because Kyle is now 25. So anyways, I thought I'd share that with you. And that's the reason I chose the scenario, because it rang very close to home for us. Anyways, have a good night.